What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite mental health page, Lee Hammock with Mental Healness here. I want to switch the format. I'm going to start doing like vlog form videos about my mental health journey, and today's going to be episode 1 of that style. So this is episode 2, but episode 1 of this style right here. And one of the questions I'm gonna answer really quick is I get a lot of these questions because I'm a self-aware person with narcissistic personality disorder. A lot of people ask me like, hey, how do I get my boyfriend or my husband or my brother or sister or somebody to go to therapy for this disorder? And the answer is you can't really do that. It's not in your power to make them do that, because the narcissist, the normal narcissist, the everyday narcissist doesn't think anything is wrong with them. Everything is a reflection of you. Everything that is wrong with them is somebody else's fault. So it's hard to get somebody to see anything is wrong with them if they don't think anything is wrong with them. So the only way you can get them to go to therapy is court ordered, possibly, or they have to come to the realization of that themselves. Like me personally, me and my wife left me. She dipped on me, took my son or whatever, and just dipped on me. And she called me a narcissist, so I had time to sit there and think about it. You know, I was gonna go through the normal like ways of getting her back, like just promising I'm gonna change, promising I'm gonna do this, promising I'm gonna do that. And she said, hey, if you want me to come back, you gotta go to therapy. So I was like, okay, I'll go to therapy. And it took me a while to go. Honestly, it took me a while to go do it, but once I got there, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to therapy. Got there and immediately felt the change in myself. Immediately felt like somebody could actually hear me and know where I was coming from with the way I felt, the way I thought about stuff, and the way I just saw the world. So like that comes with, that's a level of self-awareness that I'm proud of. Like I told y'all, my goal is always to be the best version of myself, and the best version of myself is the best narcissist. I know it sounds weird, but that's how I have to paint myself. I have to paint it. I have to paint narcissistic personality disorder like it's a gift and not a curse. Because if I think it's a curse, I'm not gonna seek help. I don't want anything to be wrong with me. My ego is huge. So I think there's nothing wrong with me, and there's nothing wrong with what I say and what I do. So I have to look at it like it's a gift, like it's a blessing, like it makes me special. I know it sounds weird, but I have to feel special in order to keep doing this, in order to keep my head like level and battle my demons every day. So you cannot force somebody to go to therapy and say, hey, I think you need to go to therapy, you're a narcissist. They're going to take that, they're going to take that as an insult and probably rage out on you, probably disrespect you, probably gaslight you into thinking that you are the narcissist and that something is wrong with you. So stay tuned throughout the day. I'm gonna keep this going. Quick thought, y'all. One of the main things that therapy has helped me deal with is like narcissists have a problem with control. They want to control like every aspect of everybody's lives around them. Like it's just, I don't know, it's a power struggle. Everything is about power, everything is about control to the narcissist, especially to me myself. And when things get out of control, narcissists panic. Like I panic. We don't handle stress very well. So stressful situations tend to not go as well as they should be because we can't think. Like it's very hard for a narcissist to think with a clear mind, especially under stressful times and things like that. So one of the main things that therapy has helped me deal with is to figure out what I can control and what I can't control. Because one of the exercises my therapist has me do is you draw 2 circles, one inside of the other one. You draw one little small circle and another larger circle around the outside of it. And the smaller circle, you write the things that you can control, the things that you can't, like the list of things that you can control, you can actively control in your life. And then on the bigger circle, you write down the things that you can't control. And there's a reason why they have you do it like this, because the list of things that you can actually control in your life is so much smaller than the list of things that you can control. And that right there has helped me bring like somewhat, not necessary balance, because I still think about the things that I can't control, but not as much. It doesn't bother me as much. It still bothers me, but it doesn't bother me as much because of it. Like doing the exercise has helped out a lot, just to has helped me like lower the stress and things like that of my life, because like when you are trying to control everything around you, you lose control of yourself. You lose control of the smaller things, and that has helped me like calm the narcissistic craziness that goes in my head a lot of times. So if you are like actively trying to seek therapy, or you think about going to therapy and things like that, try to do that first. Figure out what you can actually control in your life and focus on that thing. Focus on that little spirit more, because it'll help you out a lot. Another thing that is common with narcissists is self-sabotage. I know it could be common with a lot of people, but I can only speak from the narcissistic point of view because, you know, I'm a diagnosed narcissist. Self-sabotage is big, it's huge. It's like when you on the verge of doing something, I don't know, it's just something in you that tries to put a stop to the good stuff that you try to accomplish. When you want to show some love and affection and act like you care about something inside you just stops it, puts a stop to it. Like, hey, don't do that. Hey, don't make yourself too vulnerable. Hey, don't put yourself out there because you could get rejected. And rejection is huge. Like, that's a big one right there. Because with a narcissist, rejection is huge. So we try to avoid rejection as much as humanly possible. We try to set ourselves up to not be rejected as much as possible. So we work out. We try to look better. We try to take care of ourselves more. We try to make as much money as possible so you won't reject us on that. If we can change our hair, if we can change our appearance, we try to do that. If we can change our body type, we try to do that. We try to do everything possible to avoid the uncomfort of rejection, because rejection equals shame with a narcissist. I just want to drop that tip here real quick. All right, y'all. Quick video on kids and narcissists. So I see a lot of times in a lot of my videos, a lot of people will comment and say, hey, narcissists don't really love their kids. Narcissists abandon their kids and things like that. Well, this is my take on it, and this is only my take on it, y'all. I can't speak for anybody else. I can literally only speak for myself when I say this. Is that people like non-narcissists don't take care of their kids as well. Me personally, my kids are, I take care of both of my kids. I have another one on the way. So I have 2 boys and a girl on the way. So it just, growing up without, and maybe I take care of my kids because I grew up without a father, and that kind of caused my narcissism. So I don't want to be anything like him. I don't want to be associated with him in any way other than kind of looking like him. You know what I mean? So he didn't take care of his kids. So my goal is to take care of my kids, and it can get kind of stressful sometimes, trying to think about taking care of your kids and things like that. It can get kind of stressful because, narcissism is a selfish disorder. You're a selfish person. So it gets kind of tough sometimes when you want to do stuff for yourself and dedicate time and stuff to yourself, but you have to dedicate time to your kids, and it can be tough. So I see narcissists, like people with narcissistic personality disorder, I can see it going one of 2 ways. This is me. You can have narcissists that, like I said, take care of the kids normally, be involved in their lives normally and things like that. Maybe use them as leverage against the significant other, the ex-wife, the ex-girlfriend, and things like that. Maybe do things like that. But you can have them abandon them as well. Like you can have a narcissist that abandons their kids, and they don't like the shame that comes from abandoning their kids. So what they'll do is they'll still pretend to take care of the kids. Like on Facebook, on Instagram, they'll still post old pictures. They'll steal pictures from your page or the significant other's page to post to make it seem like they're still in their lives and things like that. And they'll block anybody that can say differently, or that would say differently, because they don't want that shame that comes with not taking care of the kids. And if someone else were to ever figure that out, that they don't take care of the kids, it will bring a lot of shame and guilt and stuff to them, and it will embarrass the narcissist, which the narcissists don't like to be embarrassed. So that's one of the main things that can embarrass a narcissist, is being outed as a deadbeat dad, deadbeat mom, and things like that. Another side of the spectrum, though, is that a narcissist will overly take care of the kids, will project as the ultimate parent, overly just doing everything to the max, spending money on the kids, taking the kids everywhere, just overly parenting, just looks like super parent online and things like that, so it can go that way as well. I'm sorry, y'all, I know this is kind of rambling on, but it can go that way as well. So kind of, I care about my kids. I can't speak for every other narcissist. You know what I mean? Because kids, most narcissists see kids as a reflection of ourselves. So you want your reflection to look good. So when kids look good, you look good. And when kids embarrass you, you are embarrassed. Like when kids shame you, you are shamed. You like, oh my goodness. And sometimes that affects how you feel about them. And also, narcissists can be very jealous of their kids. So me, like I said, me personally, I went over this story on my TikTok that sometimes you look at your kids, you're like, damn, look at you, look how lucky you are to have a dad in your life. Look at you. Even though I'm the dad, you know what I mean? I'd be jealous of that. Like, yeah, you got a dad that does stuff with you and stuff like that. Look at you, you little bastard. You know what I mean? I say stuff like that. I know it's weird, but literally I say stuff like that all the time. But like, I would not disown my kids. I won't let them go or anything like that. I'm very active in their lives, but like I said, I do get jealous of them sometimes because their lives right now are, they look a lot different than my life growing up, but they're better overall too. So I'm looking at them, I'm like, damn, y'all got good lives. I'm part of the reason they have good lives. So it's catch-22, y'all. I just wanted to bring you that little tidbit right here while I was thinking about it. I'm kind of going through my TikTok and reading questions and answering them as well. So thanks. Should you warn the other person about your ex-narcissist? A lot of people are going to say no, and I'm going to say no too, because a lot of times the narcissist has already moved on before they discard you. So they already have the other person in place, and they've already started to feed the other person negative stuff about you more than likely. Say, hey, look, I'm not happy with this person. This person lies to me. This person cheats on me. This person does this. They've already initiated a smear campaign against you already. It's already in place. So the other person already doesn't like you. Already has like a negative perception of you. So that right there in and of itself is a good reason why you should not reach out to the other person, because it makes you seem crazy. Like, hey, the narcissist is like, hey, look, my ex is crazy, and she's gonna stalk me. She's gonna stalk you, and she'll probably end up reaching out to you. Don't believe anything she says. She's crazy. I left her for you. She's jealous of you. She wants me back. She's gonna stalk me and things like that. So you might be already blocked before you even meet the other person, before the other person even comes into the picture. You might already be blocked on social media. So if you do find a way to reach out, you're gonna look crazy. So do not reach out to the other person. They'll figure it out sooner or later, because narcissists always they always show themselves. Sooner or later, they always show their true colors. And also, reaching out to the other person could make you super sad and make you like any kind of progression that you've done. It can set you back a lot too, because, like I said, because it'll set you back a lot, because the narcissist is probably going to give the next person everything that you ever wanted. Probably give the other person the life that you want, the life that, if you wanted to travel, he's going to travel with the other person. So she's going to travel with the other person. You wanted more kids, he or she's going to have more kids with the other person. You wanted a nicer house, he or she's going to do that with the next person, just to annoy you. It's a form of control. It's a subtle art that the narcissistic person will do just to mess with you and just to control you. So the best thing you probably can do, unless you have kids, is to block them, remove them, and just try. It's hard. I know it's easy to say, but it's hard to do. Just try to move on and stay strong and things like that. Another question I get a lot is, have I reached out to and or apologized to anybody in my past? And I always say no. I'm not gonna the reason I don't apologize is not because I'm sorry or anything like that, because most times I'm not sorry, but I don't apologize because being aware has allowed me to realize that if I reach out to you and apologize to you 5-10 years later, it could regress you or that person in their progression. It could set them back. They might be over me, and then I'll reach out 10 years later, and they'll be like, hey. And I'll be like, hey, I just want to apologize to you for what I did to you 10 years ago. I don't want anything from you. And you or that person might think there's something up. Like, what did they want? What did they want? It might, all the gaslighting and the other stuff might come back to you. So, no, I don't apologize to people from 10, 15 years ago for stuff that I've done, because just for that reason right there. I know some people might say, hey, I would like an apology, but most people, it could set them back, so I don't. And yeah. Also, I know this is going to sound contradictory, but all narcissists don't cheat, because all the traits of most narcissists are going to be the same. They're going to present themselves the same in most narcissists, but everybody doesn't have the same opportunity. All narcissists are not attractive, handsome, successful people. So everybody might not have the ability to cheat, and some people just don't cheat. You know, it's just not like, not all narcissists cheat. I get that question a lot. Like, everybody cheats and this, that, and it's just not true. I don't, like, me personally, I don't. But like I said, I can't speak for everybody, but all of them don't cheat. Because like I said, everybody doesn't possess. They might want to, they might fantasize about it and things like that. But everybody just doesn't cheat because a lot of them just don't possess the ability to do it. Like, yeah. And y'all, just get your heads up. I know people say that, you know, seeking therapy has been one of the best things for me, and also it's kind of a catch-22, because awareness of my personality disorder, of my narcissistic personality disorder, has helped me heal and become a better person overall, and just use my powers for good, I guess. You know what I mean? That's how my therapist described it. Use your powers for good. So it's helped me do that. But with awareness comes a struggle as well, because, you know, I'm aware of everything I do, everything I've ever done, everything that I'm going to do, and things like that. I'm aware of it. So so I wake up every day, and it's a different struggle. It's a different battle. Every day is a different struggle. Every day I wake up and battle my demons. Sometimes they win, sometimes I do. And that's one of the main things about it, because people ask me how I would describe emotions and being a person with narcissistic personality disorder. I describe it like this. Let's say you have, this is gonna seem like a plug, but it's really not. Let's say you have this cup right here. You wake up every day with this cup. It's cold as water, whatever. But like they say, this cup has emotions. This is your cup of emotions. So every day it starts off empty. And you can fill it up as a normal person. You can fill that cup with emotions every day. It just fills up to the top. Nothing, no difference. But as a person with a personality disorder, I wake up with the same cup, but it has holes all on the side of it. It has holes all in the side of this cup. So I try to pour into it. I try to pour emotions. I try to pour feelings and things into it, but it leaks out the side. But you know, sometimes you can, if you fill up a cup with holes fast enough, you can still get to the top. So you can still get that cup to the top and fill it up with emotions, but eventually it's going to drain out. And sometimes you don't have enough to put into that cup to reach the holes. So that's how I describe having good days and bad days. Sometimes I pour enough emotions into it where the cup fills up, even though it's going to leak out slowly, it's still full. I'm full of emotion, I'm full of life, I'm full of energy. But other days, you know, I can't fill it up fast enough, and it doesn't get full. And I have low days, I have stressful days. I don't get out of bed. I feel worthless. Those days, the ebbs and flows of having a mental health personality disorder and things like that. So I struggle with it, but it's a struggle that I battle with, and I'm hopefully helping other people, because getting comments on my TikToks and on these videos that I do saying I'm changing lives, saying I'm helping people, it helps fill the cup faster. So I have better days when I can fill the cup faster. It's like, okay, you saved my life. You saved my life. There was an article written very recently. A woman said TikTok is saving lives, and she indirectly mentioned my page. She's like, there's a self-aware narcissist who gives insightful tips on how to deal with people like him. And that filled me up. The cup was full. The cup was super full. But I'll come back with a new video. I'm trying to do these videos every other day. I'm doing more recently. Thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe to my YouTube. I have a Facebook page called Mental Healness. I also have an Instagram, mental_healness as well. And if you follow me on TikTok, it's just straight up at Mental Healness. Thank y'all.